The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. At Windham Area Health, our mission is to improve health and customer experience through individualized quality care, visionary leadership, and progressive teamwork. We offer a comprehensive range of inpatient and outpatient services and programs to meet the needs of our patients and community. Call 507-831-2400. Dedicated to health, it's Windham Area Health.
I am joined right now by Windham sophomore Haidyn Sammons, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Haidyn.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Thursday's game against Adrian Ellsworth. And going into that game, it looked like you guys made a real concerted effort to apply a lot of pressure on the defensive end.
Yes.
What was the preparation for Thursday like?
Well, we played the same defense we did on Fairmont, and me and Hannah played really tough D on the two really good shooters, and so we just practiced that. And then our other teammates played D by help side. Against
Adrian Ellsworth, it looked like, kind of the same strategy. One of you was on number 30 for them, and the other, and it looked like you were guarding number 10 most of the time, and those are their two best shooters.
Yeah.
What's it like for you preparing for a game, knowing that you're going to draw a really tough defensive assignment?
I just try and talk, so if I ever need help, my teammates will help me, but just being ready for anything and for shooters because they are really good shooters.
Defense has turned into offense for you guys this season too, because you've applied a little bit of pressure, forced some turnovers, and you've been able to get out and transition. And for you, that's really benefited your game a lot because you and Hadley are really running the floor pretty well right now. What's it like for you knowing that you got big sister running the point and all you have to do is find a gap?
Yeah, so we both try and look up for transition, either if I have the ball or if she has the ball, and just try and get it to an open teammate to try and get this basket.
Not to be mean, but you're not the biggest player in the world.
No.
But a lot of your offense this year, you've really shown a willingness to kind of go into the land of the giants a little bit. What's that like for you?
It is scary, and I always fall. But no matter what, I just try and draw fouls because maybe I shoot a free throw or maybe it does go in. So.
What's been the biggest area of growth in your game since you made your varsity debut?
Probably finishing has been a big change because at first I was a little bit scared because it was all new, but now that I know that my teammates will support no matter what, I'm not afraid to shoot or anything.
When you look at just how things have progressed for you, you've stepped into the starting lineup this year. A more, a definitely bigger role for you this season. The preparation for that mentally is got to be the big factor.
Yeah.
Just knowing that, we don't have a deep bench. I've got to be on the floor a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like?
Well, all of the teammates can do whatever, but we just try and pick each other up. If we're tired, we are always trying to look for each other to give us encouragement. So.
Surprisingly, you guys haven't really been worn out by anybody yet this year.
Yeah.
Even though the bench is a little thin. Does Coach have you running a lot in practice?
We have this new plan that we're doing this year, and it's just based on resting, so we are ready for game days. So just doing that helps a lot.
What's it like for you playing beside your sisters? Because you've gotten a chance to play with both of them.
Yeah.
That's got to be, I remember seeing a couple years ago the game that you guys played in Vermilion. all three of you are on the floor at one time. That
Yeah.
had to have been pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool that we get that opportunity.
Does that work to your advantage? Are there times where, you and Hadley kind of know what's in the back of each other's minds and
Yeah.
nobody else does?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because she kind of thinks what I think too, so it's kind of a good thing. But
As your team, you've over the years have had a couple of sisters on the floor, and that can be a big advantage. But I imagine that there also can be a little tension sometimes.
Yeah.
How are you able to work through that?
Well, once we get on the court, we really just don't even think about what we're doing outside the court. We just think of what's best for us and our team. So
This season, though, that's been, getting up and down the floor and getting in the opponent's face on defense. And you look, even further back to your opener against Worthington, and even to an extent the Fairmont game, the defensive pressure that you guys were able to put on really made a big difference. What's the preparation in practice like to apply that kind of pressure? How are you able to simulate that in practice?
So we do 5v5, half the team, and then we just practice what our position is for defense, so we can get used to it for doing it in the game.
Mm-hmm. Not necessarily, you do some trapping out of that, but a lot of it is just good, tight, person-to-person defense.
Yeah.
How are you able to use your quickness to your advantage there?
Just trying to get always in front of them, because our point is for them to no catch. Don't let them get the ball, and that's really what we've been practicing. So,
looking ahead at the schedule, you get another crack at Worthington. As we're doing this interview on Monday, you play Worthington tomorrow.
yeah.
You already saw them once this year. What are you expecting the second time around? How do you think they're going to adjust to what you guys have done?
We did really good in looking up in transition, so maybe they'll stay back so they can cover us in transition, because we did really look for each other up in transition.
Yeah, and you played them before on a college-sized court.
Yeah.
Did that make a difference?
Yeah, because that court is a little bit longer than our high school court.
Mm-hmm. And then further ahead, on Friday, I think you guys have Redwood Valley.
Yeah.
And Redwood Valley is a team that I believe you guys split with them last year. But, of course, you look at volleyball season, they had a really good volleyball season this year, really athletic team.
Yeah.
And I imagine a lot of those girls also play basketball. Could have your hands full on Friday.
Yeah.
What are you expecting for Friday? What do you know about Redwood at this point?
They are really good shooters, so we're just going to try and have good D on them and just getting in the paint so that they can't pass to the paint. Probably playing with both my sisters. I thought that was pretty cool. So anything Taylor Swift. Probably as a team, probably Jackson, just because I don't know. Loud. I'm very loud in practice, so just very cheerful. I like to hang out with my friends, so doing anything with them, it's really fun.
Well, that should be all we need. Congratulations on a big win Thursday. Best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
At Windham Area Health, our mission is to improve health and customer experience through individualized quality care, visionary leadership, and progressive teamwork. We offer a comprehensive range of inpatient and outpatient services and programs to meet the needs of our patients and community. Call 507-831-2400. Dedicated to health, it's Windham Area Health.